on the station that's on your side. This is Channel 7 News. Good Morning Arkansas.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. 9:07 is the time. If you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure, you might be worried about taking medication to bring those numbers down. So Baptist Health cardiologist Dr. Scott Davis is here. He says don't panic. He's here this morning. 10 lifestyle changes you can make to help lower your blood pressure and keep it down, which is the most important part.
Good morning, sir.
Dr. Davis, good morning to you. It's one thing to lower it. It's another thing to keep it there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And there's some practical things that we can do.
Okay.
I know it sounds, you get this message all the time.
Yeah.
But weight loss is critical for blood pressure control.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about 30 pounds. I'm talking about 5 or even 10 pounds will make a huge dent in your number.
Just
okay?
that little
yes,
weight. Yeah.
Yes. And so the thing I tell people is like, look, if you want to get in shape, you need to exercise. If you want to lose weight, you got to change your nutrition. Now, 1 + 1 = 3 in that equation, right? So I mean, it helps. It goes together. But if you don't change your nutritional piece, you can exercise all day long and you're not going to lose much weight.
Okay.
Conversely, you can eat like a pauper and lose weight. If you don't exercise, you'll just be really out of shape, skinny. Okay. So, but they do go hand in hand. So, a little bit of weight loss goes a long way when it comes to controlling your blood pressure. And one of the key things I tell people is, especially for men, 1 notch in your belt's about 10 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. So if you can focus on that as your first maneuver, that makes a big dent. Now, weight loss and exercise go together. So the more aerobic you become, the better your blood pressure will respond. Blood pressure goes up with exercise. Okay, that's normal, right?
Okay.
So think about your heart like a motor in your car. So, as you increase speed, as you increase horsepower, RPMs are going to go up a bit, but you don't want them to do this. So you want blood pressure to do this and not do this.
Okay.
So a healthy amount of exercise then helps plane out that rise in blood pressure as you become more aerobically fit. Okay.
Okay.
To parallel then that, to go along with then weight loss and exercise, really got to pump the brakes on the salt.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm talking about more than just reaching for the salt, the salt shaker at the dinner table. Living in the South, man, salt just hides in everything we eat. Beyond just going and getting, barbecue and pork chops. I mean, it is everywhere.
High levels of sodium in some of the foods, and you wouldn't even expect it in some of them,
and
right?
so more than just chips and salsa at the Mexican restaurant. So you really got to be more label conscious when you go to the grocery store and when you eat out, for sure. So you really want to keep your salt intake at a minimum.
Okay.
And so with all of that, then that starts really then making an impact as far as being proactive. To parallel that, then there's some accountability, right? And so what we like folks to do then is focus on blood pressure awareness. You got to go to get a blood pressure cuff and get this kind. Get the arm kind, the cuff that goes around your bicep, not the wrist kind.
Really? Okay.
These are just too. They're too position dependent, and
not
so
as consistent.
Not consistent at all.
Okay.
This is more reliable, and so then. When that starts happening, when you have a blood pressure cuff, then you kind of start to own your blood pressure a little bit better. You're a little bit more responsible. Look, whether you get an app on your iPhone or you keep up a log on a steno pad, however you want to do it, start to chart your blood pressure. And here's where I tell people, your blood pressure is going to fluctuate during the day, okay? Yeah. It's going to go up and down, it's supposed to, like the RPMs of your car, all right?
Yeah.
We want to get a consistent measurement each day so you know where you're living, right? So the drill is get up in the morning, go to the bathroom, go pee, and then check your blood pressure.
Okay.
And then use that number. You don't have to check it every day, but then use that number and write it down.
Okay, some great advice as always. And then the one that we say over and over, you say losing weight all the time, but this is the most important. You bring it up every time, and it's just quit smoking. And there are so many different outlets now, I feel like, to help with that, don't you think?
Right.
Yeah.
And so smoking cessation is imperative because there's nobody live longer by smoking more. That's my sermon every day. But the key thing to understand is there's a sequence of events that has to happen. You've got to take a page out of the Alcoholics Anonymous handbook, right? You got it. You talk to a card-carrying AA member, he'll say, "Look, I may drink a fifth of whiskey on Saturday. I'm just not going to do it today." So you got to quit today. And then you crutch. Okay. Right? So you got to commit to stop. Okay. Nobody quit anything tomorrow. So you got to stop today. And then that's where the role of Chantix or Nicorette or gum or Hypnos or whatever. Chantix does have a role in helping folks get off cigarettes. Okay. So it's something to discuss with your doctor. But you got to understand, you can't Chantix first. You can't crutch first and then quit second. You got to find a time to stop, which means you got to do two things. One, you got to go home and throw them away. Put them in a little Walmart bag. Get rid of your cigarettes. Get rid of your cigarettes wherever they are. At the shop, bedstand, coffee table, kitchen, wherever they are.
Secret stash.
Throw them away. and then you got to quit going to where you buy them.
Okay.
All right.
No matter what.
That's it.
Great advice today, as always, Dr. Scott Davis
Good
from
to see you,
Baptist
man.
Health. Great to see you as well.
Thanks, bud.
We'll see you next time, as always. And you can always call the Baptist Health line with the number on your screen.